Todd. I met you in the middle of a really hard time in my life. My mental health was at an all-time low, and the number of breakdowns I was having was at an all-time high. However, even as strangers, you were there for me through it all. Over the years, you've been right beside me through lots of growth, every step forward and every step back. I used to get mad at you because you'd tell me so often that everything would always be okay and that life gets better. But thanks to you, everything is okay, and my life is so much better. You've been steady, constant, and present. You have been gracious to me as I've learned about life and myself, and you've shown me how to love unconditionally. You have made me laugh every day I've known you, and you still listen to me yap about the same things over and over again every day. Today, I want to promise you that to the best of my ability, I will reflect the love that you have poured out for me back to you for the rest of my life. I promise to stay right beside you through life's changes, every step forward and every step back. I promise to keep reminding you that life gets better and that everything will be okay. I promise to remain your steady, constant, and present partner. I promise to be gracious to you through every circumstance. I promise to keep loving you with truly no conditions until the day I die. I promise to try to make you laugh often, and I promise to keep listening to you yap about the same things over and over again every day. I can't possibly put into words how much you mean to me and how deeply I love you. As much as I can try, I will never be able to express perfectly the way that you've impacted my life and the way that I strive to impact yours in the same way. My heart and my hand is yours to hold forever. I love you.
Stay in Tennessee with you. If I could sail across the ocean would just be blue without you. And if I could climb up Mount Everest, I would turn around and climb in bed with you. With you I can be myself. With you I don't have to be somebody else. It's like putting on my favorite pair of shoes. I like to be with me when I'm with you. If I could be like Albert Einstein, I'd rather just be dumb and be with you.
I told you several months ago that I'd already written half to most of my vows. And while that was true at the time, when I sat down to finish them, I realized that I was not saying enough. I thought about the time you looked at me and asked me, well, I seem to be able to talk my way into many things, but never had the same eloquence when talking to you or describing how I felt. The reality is that no matter what words I use, they never seem to have the same depth of meaning that I want them to. So I've sat back, continued to think, and resigned myself to waiting until the right words came before I spoke. But if there was ever a moment that you deserved me to get out of my head and just let words flow, it is now. Thus they were scrapped, and I started over. So these vows, like the relationship we have grown together, were created by taking the best parts of the old and building on until they were better than they were before. I love you. This feels obvious based on the occasion, but sometimes the obvious things must be said. Love is a word with so much meaning. Songs, poems, books, and people around us have all had a way of describing love. It's a choice, a partnership, and a promise. My personal favorite way of describing love is this. Love is to gaze upon the deepest parts of someone's being, to see and to know all of them. To love someone truly, you must see the failures, not just the successes. You must love the worst of them and drive them to be better. It seems necessary to reflect on the bad times that we have had over the past 3 to 4 years. We've had arguments and disappointed each other. I've made mistakes. We've had issues at work, time management, stress. Both have watched people we care about suffer, and we have suffered because people were not quite as good of a friend as we thought they would be. Our relationship has been great because whether we are upset at the world around us, each other, or ourselves, we have supported the other. Because of this, I am sure of the love that we have for each other. Ultimately, these are supposed to be vows, grand promises of our married future. So here you go. I promise to see you for who you are and love you for it. To share the joys of our successes and the disappointment of our failures. To be patient, kind, and caring, even when we're fighting with each other. To invest my love and my life in you. Through the best of times, the worst of times, and all the moments in between. I promise that I'm yours and we can take the world together.
Maybe it's the magic in the wild I'm feeling. Maybe it's the fact that every time I fall, I lose it all. But you got me from my head to my feet, and I'm ready to dive into you, diving into me. Wanna swim good and I wanna swim deep. Diving into you, diving into me. Wanna swim.
So around that summer going into our senior year, I started hearing this name come up, Emily, which was weird because he was saying it a lot. No nicknames, no nothing, just Emily this, Emily that. And I was like, are there more than one Emily? Like what's going on here? So it wasn't until that following fall, since he had an internship, that I actually got to meet her. And it was a little bit of a meet the friends, let's see how everyone collaborates. So I thought, being the good friend that I am, I'm gonna put her through her paces. Didn't work out well for me, as you'll soon find out. So she shows up and I ask her, oh, nice to meet you. What's your name? Oh, I'm Emily. Which Emily are you again? Which she promptly responds with, how's your girlfriend's girlfriend doing? And let me tell you, I immediately conceded, went back into my room and cried for about a good 10, 15 minutes. And then came back out for the rest of the game night. But little did I know the things that I would learn from these two, whether it be relationship-wise, or even Emily teaching me how great of a show white girl shows are, like New Girl, as well as and I have to thank you all for this now, the copious amounts of homemade Sunday hungover breakfasts that you guys gave me. And I just want to say, it has been a blessing getting to know both of you, getting to know you especially, coming into our lives, changing the sweep, and it's been a true blessing. And I just want to thank you, both of you, and wish you both the rest of your happiness for the rest of your lives. Thank you, guys.
We were self-assured, 'cause it's a long road to wisdom, but it's a short one to being ignored. Me and my eyes, me and my heart, me and my eyes, I, me and my heart. So now I think that I can love you back, and I hope it's not too late, 'cause you're so attractive in the way you.
I never would have thought that late night trips to Chase Dining Hall would have led me to standing next to her on her big day and living in her house. Emily and Todd are the best landlords I have ever had. Aside from being my landlord, Emily is my best friend. She is kind, caring, resilient, smart, selfless, and funny. She has seen me through many highs and many lows, and never let my lows dictate her perception of me or our friendship. She's the type of friend I can just exist with when I'm drained, or can laugh with for hours over something stupid that then spirals into wheezing because we keep making eye contact, and that makes it so much funnier. I know I can talk to Emily about anything, even if it's just to beat a dead horse. I have absolutely loved seeing the way that Emily has grown as a person, friend, and partner to Todd. I know she has worked extremely hard to get to where she is today, and that is something she should be very proud of. I know I'm proud of her. I've also seen the way Todd has come into her life and been a perfect balance. He's had a cool head when she's needed a sense of calm, supported her through the good and the bad, and loved her unconditionally while pushing her to grow. He's also been a great friend to me. I've seen how he has shown up as a partner to Emily and as a selfless and caring guy to the people she cares about. He is very intentional, and that's one of the reasons we've gotten so close, and I also call him one of my best friends. Over the summer, when Emily and Todd first moved into our house, their house, the three of us had the ultimate bonding experience of building a shed together. The real bonding came from Todd trying to explain what to do to two people who have never really built anything like a shed. Todd and me lifting a wall by ourselves because Emily accidentally fell asleep on her bathroom break. Many trips to Lowe's to get things we ran out of or forgot on our last trip there. And my favorite, Emily yelling at us to look at a frog she had caught while we were trying to nail down shingles in the dark. So in reality, I think Todd and I really built the shed more than the three of us did, but Emily did a great job painting it and being our safety advisor when she wasn't accidentally sleeping. The life Emily and Todd are building together is fairly similar to building the shed. At times it might be hard and they will have to adjust, but they will stay true to themselves and work together to keep building something they can be proud of for years to come. It has been so beautiful to watch Emily and Todd's relationship blossom into what we are all here to celebrate. Maybe married life can lead Emily to allowing us to play Catan at game night. Here's to Emily and Todd and a life filled with love and joy.